it's Laura. More extras. Something just came into my mind that is really important, and so I want to share it with you. My audience, whoever you are, lost my glue. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here's what I want to share. I am privileged in a lot of ways, and later in another video, I plan to explore that a lot with this really cool wheel of intersectionality and privilege that my therapist gave me. It's awesome, and I'm going to show it to you. But this video is about my privilege and profit. I am anti-capitalist, and that in this society, because capitalism is in charge, in order to be anti-capitalist, you have to be very privileged. So there are a lot of people I know who are anti-capitalist and would love to be anti-capitalist, but they do not have the resources to eschew capitalism or not participate in it. I do. I have the immense privilege of having had a successful trial attorney as a father who made lots of money and then died and left it all to my mother and me. And she takes a lot of care, and so do I. And so we are cared for by that money and our families, of course, and our villages. But because we have that money, it feels important to me that this content is never, that there is never profit associated with this content. If you see a video that I made that looks like me and you paid for it, or you watched an ad in order to get access to it, or if there's money involved in you getting to see this video, please know that that is not my intent, that is not my plan, that I do not intend on this day, February 2026, I don't intend to ever profit from this. And right now, I might be kidding myself. It's, 2 videos, but this is important. Capitalism is not good, and I don't want to participate in it unless I have to. So I use my privilege in that way. That felt really important for me to tell you. The thing I'm working on here, which maybe I will be able to share with you in just a minute, is I'm redacting my business card. And I say business after I just talked to you about how I'm anti-capitalist. So business card needs to be a different word. I guess I'll say I'm redacting my card. And I'm doing it really carefully for relevant current event reasons, because it's really important to me that I only redact the information that is really critical for safety. I don't want to redact anything just to make life easier for myself. I only want to redact things that are going to make things safer for myself or my family or my village or you. So I'm redacting my business card with tiny little pieces of dark paper and Elmer's glue. That is the analog way that I am choosing to use to redact my business card. I am analog in so many ways. I don't even know if I'm analog. I am not adept at technology other than the ways that a typical millennial is. Less than most, I would say, actually. I don't TikTok. I never did Snapchat. Only minimally participate in other social media. content creation. Although I do, of course, like every millennial mom around me, consume far more social media content than I would like, but it's also very regulating and how I learn a ton. So it's a balance. What I'm redacting right now is my last name. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to be Googleable. Like, please don't Google me. My history as a person is like, I don't have a criminal record, but I'm also, I don't know, got in trouble at school a lot and had good grades, but no friends and stuff like that. So if you Google me, that's what you'll find out, that I was weird and smart but weird always. All right, I'm done. Here's my business. Nope, here's my card. And I want to share it with you because it's really important to me and I'm really proud of it. Here it is. I'm going to try to hold still for you. I'm Laura, and on YouTube I'm going by Laura LP, so I only redacted the parts of my name that aren't that LP. I'm a community artist, and you can't call me, but the people who see this card in real life can text or email me. I don't answer the phone, and I don't listen to voicemails. Not because I don't want to, but because I try, and I can't. I also redacted the names of my children and my mother. But it's important to me that you know that I am a mom and I am a daughter and power of attorney. And what that means is that I have legal and social responsibility over another adult. And that's important. Here's the back. Accessible and sustainable art for all. That is my goal. I want to bring you art. If you're looking at this piece behind me and wondering about it, I talk about it in the first episode of my video podcast, but I'll show it to you also. This is Jill Van Sickle, a local Minnesota artist, and she was inspired by fireweed in Alaska. And I grew up in Alaska, and now I live in Minnesota. And so when I saw this piece, I really wanted it. And I didn't buy it because at the time I didn't feel able to spend that kind of money on art. So a close friend bought it, which is wonderful. So I got to see it. Then my mother bought me its sister piece, which has mountains in the much more mountainous background, and then the fireweed just in the foreground. And that's great. And now I have access to both because my friend and I trade paintings back and forth. So at some point, I'll introduce you to the sister painting of that, also by Jill Van Sickle, excellent Minneapolis artist who really does a lot of painting about joy, even when she is not feeling joyful. And it's really inspiring to me. So, Jill, if you ever see this, thank you. And whoever else is watching this and got to see my redacted business card. Oh my gosh, my redacted card. Thanks for watching. I'm Laura. I'm a community artist in Minnesota, and I probably love you if you're watching this, and you probably love yourself less than you should. So I hope you can work on that. Thanks. Bye.